to Docker Dan. Today we're back doing another season review for Nat Fyfe today, as you would have been able to see from the title. Again, during the month of December and through January, I'm planning to cover a player every single day, as much as I can, while we wait for next year to begin. This should take us through into the time of year where the team's back training and pushing towards like middle of February, when even today they just announced the pre-season fixture. That's when we can really start looking at the season ahead. With these videos, you know, they're just my opinion. I always like to hear what other fans and not fans of Freo are thinking. So drop a comment, like, and subscribe as we make a push towards a real anchor review in 2026. So let's get on to Nat Fyfe, now a true champion. Easily top 2 player for Freo of all time, as there's a lot of, you know, talk who was better, Fyfe or Pavlich, different players, but I'm a Pav fan. But yeah, so Nat Fyfe, total games 248, and he'll be retired next year, so there's no point looking into his age, where it looks like he would have been 34 during the season. Shame he couldn't get 2 more. His body just did not hold up. He was just a bull. Yeah, one of the best. We'll get through it. Expectations for 2025, return from injury and play a part in our push for September. Were they met? Look, I actually went through and did this one because I wasn't going to do videos on some of the retired players, or I guess any of them. I was 50-50 because he did play a part, but not really to the degree that I was hoping. So next year and beyond, well, look, he's going to be retired. So, and I'd put this in just having a little mess around, living his best life, maybe driving trucks for Fyfe Transport and travelling to obscure places around the world. I did hear somewhere that him and James Aish were named to play for Lake Grace cricket team, I think last weekend or the week before. So let's go have a look at Nat Fyfe over here. Let's have a look at some of his honours. Life member 2018. So he only played 98 games in 7 years after that. Club captain from 2017 through to 2022, which that looks like 5 years, but if you're counting your fingers, it's 6. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 2-time Brownlow medalist, 2015, 2019. Only 3 times All-Australian. Maybe because his body breaking down. The Players Award, well, I mean, that says it 4 times there. AFLPA Most Valuable Player, 14 and 15, Doig Medal. That surprises me there, that 2015. I wonder who won it 2015. I can't remember. Only 3 times. He's nearly won more Brownlows than he has Doigs, and then under 20. So this Players Award, so if we go Players Award, AFL winners, have a look, because that's no, that's AFLPA. That's a different one. Not Most Valuable Player. I don't know what that one is. Okay. So, anyways, just, yeah, absolutely great stuff there. Well, okay, I clicked on something ages ago. All right. So, I mean, what's there to say? We're here doing a season review. We're not here talking about how good Nat Fyfe was. I guess for me, the main thing was I was at the final. Hang on, we just go Nat Fyfe game stats, and we get AFL tables. Yeah, this is the good one. Yeah, so I was at the game, and when sort of like they were making the push, the Gold Coast, when we got that goal just before to take the lead, Fyfe sort of set it up. He had a good part in the play. I don't know if he had the centre clearance or he was involved in it. Anyways, we scored. They took him off. And then they've taken us straight out the middle and scored. Now, I thought that the idea for having Fyfe in the team was to help in those situations. And what bigger situation was there than you've got, 90 seconds or a minute to 90 seconds? I don't know. I was at the game. I wasn't watching it live, so I didn't have all of those stats there. But why are you taking him off? And that's sort of like, there's a lot of people at the ground and we're all just like, why? Because I think he took that intercept contested mark, sent it back in or passed it off. We got a goal. And then they've taken him off. So I don't, that was like the biggest occasion that, number one, you got Fyfe in there for that. That's why he was making the run. And then what is the coach thinking? There's sometimes a lot of things that we don't understand what the coach is thinking. But in saying that, a good career, he just couldn't get right. I mean, his biggest game was against Essendon with 11. And most of these, I think everyone was a substitute performance. There was one in here he didn't come on. He got injured in the halftime warm-up. And let's just go back. And he started with number 13. So as the season went on, there's nothing else to say. I'm getting a little bit annoyed. Again, just thinking about that, I cannot believe they took him off, So looking at his stats, I mean, is there really any point looking at him this year? Maybe to reflect on his massive 2014, that there when he got his first Players Award, 24 goals. I mean, look at that, though. Not much difference there, is there, in between the seasons when he won the Brownlow? More tackles, 7 more goals, down by 36 disposals, down by 5 marks. Oh, look, I think it's his clearances there that really put him up, and that's where he started handballing a fair bit more. That's maybe that's when he made the big transition in his game. He went from 18 goals. Look at that though, 18 goals there as a young and I mean, amazing stuff. Anyways, and he started off more kick than a handball. Oh, that season not so much. More kick than handball. More kick. Then it started to change here as he went into there. Then that's when he had his first sign that he wasn't going to sort of make it. Gets there. How many games? 11. Then 16. Then 10. Then But look at that, actually. Oh, no, that's goals. I was going to say, what the hell? This one doesn't show you games. So we're going to go over to the AFL. No, we don't. That was the AFL one. We're going to go to the players one here. Sorry about that. Played. So, we just zoom out so we can see it more. 21, 22, 2020. Yeah, so he played 22 times last year. I don't remember that. One thing he was always good at is giving away more free kicks than he got. Anyways, that's the end of. Well, people would say he's top player, but I would just say easy top 2. But yeah, so let me know what you think, especially that game against Gold Coast in the dying minutes when he comes on as a sub that was meant to have an impact, and then we get a goal and they take him off and put him on the bench like he needed a rest. Next video is going to be Brayshaw. Look forward to that one. And and then Luke Jackson after that too. So we've got some really good players coming up as well. But Nat Fyfe's service to the club was very, very good. You can't fault his effort. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you want to see a different player that's not in numerical order, then drop a comment. And if not, we'll just keep going in number order. Catch you in the next one.